Dude, I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? We'll see. Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition,
I'm here.
bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So you laid down, the nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so that they'll know, man.
yo, you can't be serious. Nah. Hold on. No, wait. No. Don't go nowhere. We already here. Listen, yo. This is my girl's aunt, yo. I can't make this shit up right now, yo. And she's in my room talking about what do I want to do. I don't want to do anything but be fake.
Show me off. Shit. It don't even matter. I'm worth it.
Yo, I don't want to do nothing but be faithful. You tripping right now, Auntie, for real.
Not at all. What's up? You don't put me on the
I'd buy that for $1.
Telling me, oh, wait, you know you hardcore. Yes, I am.
Can you handle it?
Oh, well, what you bringing to the table? I am the table. I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight.
That's a tough one. I wonder what could be.
We have Jasmine Crocodile Tears Crockett.
A little bit of courage and humanity. A child. Child is lost her mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay. I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress. You tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad. And so we got to get all these bills because the...
Girl, shut the hell up. Shut up. Girl. You don't give a damn about that middle-aged white woman. You don't give a fuck about her or her kids. Bitch, please. Please. Like, I don't know who you think you're fooling. Sad part is there's some low IQ idiots that are probably crying with her. I'm not buying that bullshit. What about when Charlie Kirk died? Y'all motherfuckers was rejoicing. He deserved it. That's what I remember. What about Lake and Riley? Y'all don't cry when American citizens get killed by these illegal motherfuckers. Veterans sleeping on the street while you prioritize illegals. You don't give a fuck about that white woman. And she caused her death on herself. I don't care. I'm sorry. Nobody told her ass to go out there and impede ICE. You're a mom. What the fuck are you doing on a Wednesday afternoon obstructing law enforcement? Where the fuck were your kids? Like, why weren't you at home with your children? I am a mother. I'm a mother first. You won't ever catch me doing no dumb, irresponsible shit like that. And Jasmine Crockett, girl, shut your bitch ass up. Nobody's buying it. And if you are buying it, I have a beachfront beach house in Las Vegas that I can sell you right now. We're done with this shit, girl. You are a theater kid. Nobody's buying that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not. How long before we don't have to see this bitch anymore? Because I'm tired of her. Like, didn't they draw you out of your district? You hurry up and get the fuck. You definitely not making it to the Senate either. So, girl, bye. Like, this lady is. This is what happens when you don't have no man and you don't have any children or anything to live for. You turn into this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
Black people you're gonna meet, right? And I understand the importance of black family and things like that. I remember I went to this this printing shop. The girl at the counter, when I say this girl was so nice, I thought she liked me. She probably didn't, right? In hindsight, she probably didn't. It was probably just the white girl niceness. But in that moment, I realized this is why men fall head over heels for white women and foreign women. Because when you've become so accustomed to our women, who even when they like you, they're going to look at you and talk to you and treat you like you ain't worth a damn.
What you
and
want with
just
your big head, right?
A compliment from our women is, oh, you think you look good. Where you think you going? That's a compliment. So when you experience the complete opposite, there's a movie, Denzel Washington movie, Equalizer.
And tell me, who cooks for you?
I'm sorry?
Who cooks for you?
Here? Now?
Home, in America. Who prepares your meals?
I do.
I would love to show you the real food of Altamonte. Would you come with me?
He was probably wet in that scene. Sweating. Because a lot of men were. They were like, what? This exists?
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yeah. I know we kind of starting off a little late, but you know how I be. But yo, I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing well. With that being said, so yeah, y'all see the topic of tonight. Corey Holcomb won to fight Anton Daniels over words. Yeah, man.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read. You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Now, I am gonna put up a poll tonight. When I get a chance, when I review this. Now, what I was gonna do, I was just gonna go to the clip, but I'm probably gonna go with the first 20 minutes because I believe in order to discuss this video without any bias, I would have to not only play the video for y'all, that way y'all could get, the gist of everything and understand the context of what's being said. Now, I know I might be a day late and $1 short, but hey, there's no way that, me and my guys here in the Righteous Sphere was not at least going to discuss it with ourselves, whether you free agent lifestyle, you Righteous Sphere, hey, we're going to discuss it. And your voice could be heard. Just hit me up on the Super Chat as well as the Cash App. With that being said, let's pull up that video. Matter of fact, before we even pull up the video, I got to show some love to everybody who's in the chat. Let's see here. Where we at? Okay, we got a few people up in here tonight. So let's see here. So, of course, we got XL Pro coming through with the After Dark. We live. You already know. And then he says, like, share, and subscribe. Cash App, $ Cali West 1. You can also hit me up on X, formerly known as Twitter. Man, salute XL Pro. I appreciate you.
My nigga.
Yeah. Hold up. One more time for XL Pro.
My nigga.
Yes, sir. And then we got my boy. Oh, XL Pro also said, sponsored by Jammed and Rammed. Yes, sir.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
Now, yeah. Now, a man support man comes through. Long time no see, bro. He says, salute to Cali West and everyone in the chat. Yeah, he says, you're not late. It's still a hot topic for sure. Matter of fact, so funny that you actually aren't here, man support man, because we're gonna play your short that you made about this first. Even though, look, that'd be a good little quick little recess when I pull up this video. XL Pro has sent me that shit like a few minutes ago. And I seen that shit, I was dying laughing because I was waiting for Anton to say something about this thing. So where is it at? Hold on.
Boy, this is funny. Like, there's a lot of isms going on in this whole discussion. So, we got a lot to unpack. Well, like I said, we're going to discuss the whole first 2 minutes. It's probably going to go into overtime or something, bruh. Because there's a lot of layers to this. And I'm really going to give my unbiased opinion about everybody, about both parties at hand. So don't mind what y'all might have seen me say on Facebook or whatever. Because tonight, it's probably going to be a little different from that. Where is it at? Come on. Where is it at? Hold on. Okay. Where my phone at? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay. I had to see how it was loaded up. Oh, boom. Here we go. Oh, here we go right here.
Very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Bullshit. Corey would have got the shit beat out of me. Corey would have got the shit beat out of me. Corey would have got the shit beat out of me. Stop lying! I would have beat the shit out of Corey.
Yeah, that's the starving.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. You saw that shit, man? The fuck, these bulljackers is out of control. Bulljackers, man, they out of control, bro.
I think everybody playing.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Goddamn, a man support man. Tell me how you really feel.
This is a sick Negro.
Jesus. He says someone sent it to me this morning and I had to edit it and repost it. Hey. Well, salute, bro.
Emotional damage.
Sent it to me on TikTok. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, I figured that he was going to talk about it. I mean, dude, he's on TV, he's on YouTube all day. So I never knew that was going to be his response. Can I be honest with y'all? I think offhand, just hearing about the situation, I would probably think Corey Holcomb would probably have I would say an advantage of him because I always kind of thought Corey Holcomb was like a big guy. I don't know how tall he is or what, but him and Anton look almost on the same size. So either they're both not that tall or something, but they look like about that probably would have been a fair fight if I'm not mistaken. I mean, now whether he would have beat Corey Holcomb's ass, I don't know about that. I think it could have been a fair one. I think it could have been a back and forth, I don't know. It's funny. I don't know. I don't know if he would have just whipped his ass like he said though. I don't know. The way they were both kind of out of breath when they're kind of cussing at each other, that wouldn't have been of a long fight anyway. I don't know. Fine, I kind of feel like he's putting a little extras on it. You feel me? I think he's putting a little extras on it. Talking about he'll beat his ass. I kind of feel like to be honest with you, Anton doesn't really have to go there. You know, he could just let if people want to say that Corey would have whooped his ass or Anton would have beat up Corey's ass, he just leave it at that. I wouldn't just keep on harping on it. I think he could just take the he could take the high road. But we're gonna talk about why he's discussing him because he maybe shouldn't be worried about it, but maybe he is, and maybe for the wrong reasons. Now, with that being said, let's see here. With that being said, let's cut on to this interview or this debate. Y'all can see that. Oh, let's see here. What? There we go.
I was on time. I'm gonna just say that.
Hey, we expected it. I already knew. That's why I got here almost on time.
I was on time.
My man. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house. Hey man, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you're here because people need to see a clash like this. Not a clash within something bad, just people who got something to say, like what you say and what I say. I think it's gonna be interesting.
I do too. Yeah. I think it's gonna be really interesting.
And we had a great conversation too. We had time before you got here, so we had a great conversation.
I buttered it up. So
you don't need to butter.
I made sure that she felt good about this.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to butter.
We still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here, so Darlene can have something to do after the show. That should be great.
Oh, brother, too old. That man don't want this.
Well, I know
your chat think they tough. I noticed.
They think they tough.
They think they tough.
Yeah, they be out there.
They not that tough.
We
seen
charging them up.
We
go.
Seen worse. I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture.
I promise to God, bro. And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you open it up and it's like, oh, no post, no nothing. It's like, okay.
We don't take that serious.
Exactly. Keyboard cowards is what I call them.
Somebody said, what Craig had here on Time Out? Craig had a show, fool.
That's right.
Craig going out here doing his thing.
Papa Craig.
But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say. I know we ain't going to be able to get to it all, but
we're going to try.
Hold up. Fair use. I didn't know that was going to just keep on just talking that long. I thought it was straight there, but let's continue. Salute.
There's so much to say. I got to ask you this just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you feel? Because we ain't going to do all politics because that ain't what the show about.
We got to get there, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking about this nation, the U.S.
That's the part of the game.
When you say the part of the game, I don't understand.
Everybody done been conquered. Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't
like what? Give me an example.
Like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
The transatlantic slave trade.
You smart man.
Right. I swear to God, I know all about it.
So it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African-American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed.
Okay. So basically, Corey Holcomb. See, here's the thing. Truth be told, he had a bone to pick with Anton with his stance, because if y'all don't know, or if this is your first time watching my show, this show is essentially, well, Anton is basically a conservative black man, even though he does live in Detroit, and he's very he's very vocal about the community and what it needs to do and things like that, and I must say, now of course Corey Holcomb, he's a Democrat, and I had to say this, most Democrats usually go with most Democratic talking points. They're gonna talk about slavery and stuff like that or whatever, right? Now, slavery is a touchy subject, especially to melanated people. Now, with that being said, I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily pro just taking somebody's stuff or taking somebody's territory. That's not, and I hate to say this, and people might want to say that maybe I'm bullshitting, but I believe now, of course, here's the thing: whenever there's any type of revolution or anything like that, and this is something that and this is just true all around the world, okay? Whenever someone else needs to come, look, whenever someone else comes in to clean house or to resolve your issues, they're the ones essentially in control. I hate to say that, if Venezuelans really did not want this president in power, maybe they should have kept off a revolution. You know what I'm saying? That way, when the smoke clears, maybe they could have been on top, and then maybe they could have had diplomacy with the United States. But now it's kind of well, Corey Holcomb put him in a soft spot, because if he says America shouldn't do that, he's a conservative, and basically you're not really backing Donald Trump, right? But Anton, he just said, fuck it, you know what? Every civilization has conquered people. Think about it. If we want to praise Egypt and we want to say, well, Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians were black. Okay. Well, the ancient Egyptians are black, which I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not saying that the ancient Egyptians were not melanated people. What I'm saying is, and that's the case, you have to take the good with the bad, because guess what? There's no way that the ancient Egyptians made the pyramids and the Sphinx and all that stuff without slave labor. What about that, y'all? What part of the game is that?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You saying all the people were sold by Africans?
How you think what you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So
they just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people. That's the truth. So what I'm trying to understand is,
was slavery in the United States before?
Slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, then this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
What
Like,
do you want?
because y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for. What is going to help y'all?
A whole thing that has happened
because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through.
Like,
You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't understand. What are you saying? Like,
Because most of the niggas that's complaining about it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Okay. All right. Okay, fair use. Now, look, I understand Anton's point. Here's the thing. I have to be honest with you. I think just about everything. I think I agree with just about maybe 80% of what Anton Daniels is saying. I mean, here's the thing. It is true. Here's the thing. Look, I'm not gonna say that I never experienced racism because I have. Like, there's no way I could be a melanated person with this face and say I never dealt with racism. But I can honestly say that racism probably didn't hold me back as much as other black people. And some people might want to say, well, systematic racism is what held you back, because if it wasn't systematic racism, your family would have been this and that. And guess what? There could be an argument on that. But let's just talk about real deal consequences. We live in the United States of America. People talk about how the country is so bad and this, that, and the other. But guess what? Those same illegals are doing what it takes to get over here, obviously because this is a good place to be. It's a land of opportunity. Might not be fair and shit might be tough, and I ain't gonna lie, life is fucked up like that. That's not something that we could change whether you're American or not, but at least you could be American and you could try to tough it out. Now, let's just be real. A lot of the things that, that people are complaining about in the black community are things that, I hate to say this, you might want to point at Donald Trump and you might want to point at these white people, but guess what? It's probably more of a local issue. Like, for example, police brutality. People are mad that Trump wants to give, I forgot, they want to give police immunity, I guess, from federal prosecution, right? But guess what? Donald Trump could go do whatever he wants. It's up to your city and state officials to hold police accountable. Y'all vote these people in. But guess what? Anton Daniels is trying to explain that point to Corey Holcomb, but Corey Holcomb doesn't understand politics. He might have, I don't know if he already said that or not. But my boy Jay Flo comes through, says salute to Cali West, Extra Pro, and Man Support Man in the chat. That's Ice-T Darlene from the Power cover. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was the first time before I actually seen some real cheeks. And I was like maybe 4 or 5. For real. J Flo says 750 million in cash flown back to Africa. Oh, word? What you mean? What you mean? You talking about the Somalians or something? Dwayne Rose says, damn, I'm late. That 5150 episode was embarrassing. Neither of them were listening. You know what? You know what? We're going to discuss it right now. J Flo says, High Rollers music video. Yeah, they found out Somalis. Right. Oh, shit. Damn. All right, because they had a scam going on. Yeah, I have been actually hearing it. I actually don't really know much about it, but I have been hearing about it. So they scammed $750 and $750 million and send that back to Somalia or to just Africa, period. The Somalian hustle. Sheesh. Oh, that's why people are all mad at them Somalians. Hey, look. In this world, look. Here's the thing. This Somalians, like, if they're gonna go back, they're going back to Dubai. They ain't even fucking with you. Well, you know what? I mean, I learned that about life, man. You gotta just find your way. You know. Here's another too. I would never condone anyone like, selling drugs or anything like that, or doing anything nefarious, right? But I actually almost can't even be mad at anybody who's in the criminal enterprise and they're able to get away with it. Look, I mean, like I said, we don't condone criminal activity, but hey, some people have the knack to it and they'll never get caught, or they could get caught, but guess what? It's worth the chance, it's worth the risk for them. And but in this world, you got to find your way. You got to find your way. I'm not saying that, some people should sell drugs or some people should do gang stuff. All I'm saying is just that everybody's got to find their way. Maybe your way is working a 9 to 5 and you make $60,000 to $100,000 a year. Maybe your way is you open a daycare like J Flow and be having your JoCos dropping off their children. I don't know. But, you just got to figure it out. I mean, I was telling this young man today, like, I was giving him some advice, but I was like, yo, I don't have the answers to everything, but hey, I got to at least tell you what not to do. That way, you don't either make the same mistakes or, you just don't make the same mistakes. If not, no mistakes at all, or as least as possible. Dwayne Rose says Somalians and Nigerians be hustling American dollars. Man, look, everybody be hustling American dollars. And then J Flow says nations are made from crime, and that's gangster. Hey, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, for example, it's ironic that Democrats could be mad at Trump for going into Venezuela, but then Democrats had no problem with basically, here's the thing. The reason why Ukraine and Russia is at each other's necks right now anyway is because they made a treaty that basically they were going to separate, I guess, after that whole little Chernobyl situation. And they basically said, hey, in about 20, 30 years or something like that, in about 30 years, we're gonna basically restart again, essentially, and basically reunite back, basically. That is something that they actually signed off on. Them and what's the place called? Yeah, you people don't really like this war talk, but that was the agreement between what we know as Ukraine and Russia, because Ukraine was part of Russia, was part of the USSR. But guess what? Now that Ukraine made friends with the US, now they're trying to change certain things. And guess what? The same reason why we don't want Argentina being communist is the same reason why, Russia does not want Ukraine to be our ally and have access basically to having the enemy's bombs across the street in their backyard. Now, I don't know how I got into this whole thing, but essentially what I'm saying is that everybody is doing land grabs. That's nothing that's not new or nothing that, it is that, make a big deal when America does it. I mean, when Donald Trump does it. But, no one cared when Hillary Clinton, told the UN to go bomb Libya. And I don't know if y'all know this. I think other than Egypt, I think Libya is the only one who is the only, I think, African nation that actually had a full Air Force and an Air Force base. I don't think any other country, I think maybe Egypt might have and I think Egypt are typically kind of cool with the US a little bit or something. But, anyway, y'all ain't come here for that. Let's go back to what he got to say.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You have a greater chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But do you?
And that's a fact. Peep this, and that's a fact. I mean, I hate to say this. I mean, I don't like cops going up behind me. You're not gonna hear me saying that. Oh, I necessarily like cops because I know the cops to be. Here's the thing: they pick certain type of people to be cops. And some cops are cool, and some cops are just real assholes. I mean, I have to be honest with you. I don't even know if the cops even pick anybody. I truly believe when you start kind of getting your own footing and then you start getting that power to your head, I can believe you could be a dick when you have to deal with that type of authority. And then go figure you still have to deal with everything else in life, bills and your relationships and stuff like that. Man, you could have a shitty day being a cop. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because, well, you know what? Let's continue. Oh, I want to bring up the fact that, before we could even be scared about cops, you probably, look, there's a chance that you might get fucked up by another black man in your hood than the police. As long as you don't act suspicious around the police essentially don't fuck with you. But guess what? You know how many times when I was a little kid that I'll go into the wrong neighborhood or into, to a hood and get banged on or have somebody fuck with me, even though they knew I wasn't gang banging. So, the same thing that, we like to point our fingers about nations and, Donald Trump is things that we see done in the hood. And, we as black people just look the other way because snitches get stitches. Let's continue.
That's a fact.
Do you understand that it's made like that on purpose? The position,
it's the system. The system against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
Who is my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
black
that.
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown,
why you start
brown
believing it.
then.
No. We not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My.
Now, here's the thing, Anton. I understand your reference to because being black is a construct. Being black, even being mad at white people for you being a slave or black people being a slave, 300 years ago or whatever, 200 years ago, even that is kind of I don't know, a little vibrational because if you know anything about slavery, you'll know that most white people couldn't even afford a place to live, much less slaves. Like, the truth is, a small minority is being a large majority is getting catching a lot of hell for a small majority. And it's the same way whether you put black people in the mix. Because black people, we're not the most democratic when we have the authority. Let's just be real. Now, let's see here. Dwayne Rose says Corey got under AD's skin. He did. He called him a Sambo. He basically did. He retaliated and took it up a notch. With that sucking D comment, he knew what he doing. AD could have apologized because that was really out of pocket. Okay. Ooh, you're really okay. All right, okay. You know what? And then he dropped the $5 super chat. Whoa, yes, sir. I need that like 4 flats on a Cadillac need tires.
My nigga.
Appreciate you, G. Now, a man support man said, let something happen to him dealing with the other race or he needs support. he'll claim blacks just like the rest of them. Right, because you're kind of being a little disingenuous a little bit. I mean, listen, I kind of understand what he's kind of saying. Like, for example, like, I don't necessarily wake up thinking like, oh, I'm a black man in this country, so because I'm a black man in the country, I gotta be protected. I mean, be careful. I don't think like that, you know. But you know, here's the thing. I understand both sides of the coin, and the truth is, I think he did kind of understand what he was meaning. Come on now, like, you know. But guess what? And guess what? And guess what? We might not agree with that, but guess what? I understand what Anton Daniels is doing. And guess what? There's no point of him alienating his new friends at what? At CNN, you know, for fucking Corey Holcomb, you know, over this podcast, over some nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be clipped saying something bad, you know, unnecessary about white people and then discourage his fucking what's that CNN money on all that. Hey, yo, Anton Daniels didn't make it this far doing no stupid shit. But I mean, okay. You know what? Let's play it a little bit more because that way I could kind of tell y'all my opinion.
Foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You're not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people. So why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black? Okay. And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay. Well, trust me, brother. You
like I said, it might have bothered y'all that he didn't really want to say, oh, well, I'm black, right? But I understand. Look, here's another thing. When it comes to the discussions, I understand why he's doing it. Do I necessarily agree? Maybe, maybe not. But that's really neither here nor there. Like I said, from a business standpoint, I understand why he's answering. And plus, here's another too. Plus, the reason why, and plus, here's the thing. Can I say this too? You know, a man support man. I understand that, you know, he might not be saying that he's black. And I think the reason why he's maybe trying to stay away from that too is because Corey Holcomb is asking that. I don't think I think he's kind of asking in a disingenuous way. Because guess what? Because here's the thing. You know what Anton Daniels was supposed to say? And y'all probably would have wanted him to say? Do you not consider yourself black? He was going to say, yeah, I consider myself black. And then he was going to say, well, if you consider yourself black, then why do you think it's okay that, someone could just go to another country and take their resources? You see, so what Anton Daniels sees thing, Anton Daniels is slick. What he did was, instead of even getting to a debate, because here's the thing, yo, and I'm gonna just say this right now. This is for all y'all guys too. Straight up and down. I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. I don't play anybody's game. You know? Just like how y'all don't want to wife up a single mother and raise their child and play their video game. It's the same way I just feel about life, or just even the discussion. If me and somebody's having an argument or a debate or a discussion, I ain't gotta follow what they do. Never play somebody else's game. Never play somebody else's game, bro. Because he was trying to lead him. Because he could have just said, because Corey could have just said, you know what, I find it ironic that you could be a black man in this country and you're a conservative, because conservatives, they don't care about kids, they don't care about black kids or whatever. But, he wants to ask him because basically he wants to make him he basically wants him to bury himself in a ditch, which he didn't do at this time. Let's continue.
White people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks.
Mm-hmm.
But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Oh, so here's the thing. Now here's the thing. So what? Is Corey Holcomb not a Christian? Does he not go to a Baptist church? You know, does he not say Jesus Christ or, you know, Jesus my savior? Like, see what they're trying to do. You see what they're trying to do here, right? You feel me? Because guess what? I mean, you could say, okay, well, you know, white people are the ones who, you know, took the Bible around the world. You could say that, right? You know, even though the Bible is rewritings from the original Ethiopian Bible, but that's neither here nor there. But the whole whitewashing of the Christianity, I get where they're coming from. But I thought we were talking about, colonial, the U.S. being colonials, or you know, taking other countries for resources. People were going to other countries and taking it in the name of Christianity for thousands of years. But let's continue.
Okay, so
we was taught everything that you know on this earth, it was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
You say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
Where am I racist? I don't know a lot of racism in me. But maybe you can show me something I don't know.
We're going to get there.
I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own bubble.
No. When Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I believe we can have a conversation like men. It's like a lot of stuff he said right now, I disagree with so much. But
both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't get.
Now, yo, can y'all? I don't know if y'all could chime in, but yo, I mean, at this point, he just kind of saying some. He's not really landing any real facts. I mean, everybody knows. Okay, everybody knows that what the white man did. Everybody knows what the white man did. Everybody knows what the white man is even doing now. But guess what? Why is Corey Holcomb under the oppression that Democratic white people don't want black people to still be harping on racism? Because guess what? If black people are still down here focused on racism, still down here focused on racism, they could just go clean up, buy property, invest, get their life together, while black people are still worried about a white woman who got popped by ICE. Black folks, we're always worried about the wrong thing. The Wayne Rose says 3 words that are related but different: racism, bigotry, and prejudice. Racism is more of power and a structural system. Okay. Okay. So I'm saying, all right. I mean, I get that, but what is the? I mean, I get that and I understand that, but what is there you can really do about that? The only thing you can really do about that, Dwayne Rhodes, is open your own business, or open your own business, take risk. You gotta take a risk.
Guaranteed. I'm not.
And I have the hopes that I'm gonna get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of is a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Yep. Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker. Right. That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we agreed on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we got there. But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day, and she said, "I know you hate what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blanking right now.
Oh my God.
Dr. Bryant." And I'm like, I don't hate Nobody. Where do you get hate from? And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything, and I listened to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter, and I don't know how to get money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you saying, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
and it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask on the mic. God damn it.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing racism with prejudice? Is it, do you think Black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
No, I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people. And it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
That's something I want to point out too, that I've actually been very, very vocal about here on the Cali West Miami show, is the fact that when Black people, or when Black people say they want to be, or they want to live, or they want a certain lifestyle, and they say, white people do it a certain way. The truth is, even us intelligent bros in the righteous sphere understand that when we say white people, we understand all white people. Here's the thing: Black people are under the impression that all white people have it well. And here's the thing: unless you touch grass, you would not know that. Unless you touch grass, you would not know that. There's a lot of white people who don't have the opportunities that you have as a Black man. You feel me? Like, for example, it's kind of like the whole police brutality thing. Guess what? Yo, if you go to a lot of these cities and states where Black men are few and far between, who do you think is getting beat? Who do you think is getting beat and harassed by the police? Trust me, I think just because white people are in Whiteyville that the police just drive by and they don't jack up no white people. Trust me, they jack up white people. It is jack up for white trash. And I'll just say this to Black people too: if you don't want to be fucked with the police, don't give them no reason to, because guess what? Shit, there have been plenty of times where I gave reasons to fuck police to fuck with me, and guess what? Because I decided to act like I had some sense, I kind of got out. I kind of, got out scot-free. Dwayne Rose says, I have a book or video that explains the business of racism is an economic tactic. Being called white or Black is still new. I know you and the chat know more history than most when it's applied. No. Hands down. Oh, no, of course, we understand. Look, there is some truth to that. Like, for example, the whole Black and white construct. No, it was definitely, that's, like, for example, that's visually known through the South. Like, for example, if it wasn't, if Abraham Lincoln was alive and Black people would have got 40 acres and a mule, color probably wouldn't be much of a big deal now. But guess what? When they decided not to even give Black people a little bit of an up, here's another too. Those 40 acres and a mule was actually given to white people. Do y'all know that? I'm sure y'all know this, but if y'all don't know, the 40 acres and a mule that was granted to ex-slaves were given to white people. And unfortunately, the South, only until now, I say only probably in the last 40 years, 50 years, they have been really put into building up the South. But the South was just fucked up forever, man. And I think one of the main reasons is because of the fact that there was Jim Crow. Like, even after Jim Crow, even after Jim Crow, even when it was okay for black people to be on a certain side of the street and stuff like that, it was just, the big populations of black people that were there in the South left and went to Democratic states. And Democrats were able to, get elected, Certain people were able to get elected. JFK, Lyndon B. Johnson, and things like that. But, P. Francis says, what up, chat? And what up, Catholic West? Man, we just watching this Antoine Daniels thing and Corey Holcomb. You know how we do. Oh, snap. Man, good looking out, man. You too good, P. Francis. I appreciate you hitting up your boy on the Cash App, $ Cali West 1. Y'all more than welcome to hit your boy up on the Cash App or on the Super Chat. I appreciate you. Salute.
My nigga.
Yes, sir.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to,
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and programs and things like that.
The main way that they
need to be empowered to be racist, to be quite honest.
See, that's what I was gonna say.
Yo, okay. Peep this. I've heard this before. And can I be honest with y'all? There's actually truth to that. Like, look, I cannot argue with the fact of the point that they say basically the difference between racism and prejudice is prejudice when you just don't like someone maybe because of their skin color, and racism is actually when you actually, stop them somehow, whether it's physically or economically, because of their skin color. I get that. But I'm going to say something. Unpopular opinion. Here, unpopular opinion time. Y'all ready for my unpopular opinion? Well, here we go. Well, I'm sure y'all can relate to this. Y'all telling me y'all never went to a job interview, especially me, especially in the type of business I'm in. I might not look like it, but I do work corporate jobs. I know. Yeah, I know. You got goals and all that shit. But yo, trust me, there's an educated Negro under all this. But yo, working in corporate jobs, you know what I had to deal with corporate jobs ever since being in college, even from my college days, was dealing with big, overweight women from the Human Resources Office. And what color were they? They were either poor white trash or they were ninja beaches.
I quote a great Negro spiritual. Bitches ain't shit.
See, people think racism only come from a white man or from a conservative white woman. But guess what? Liberal white women are probably by far the most racist white women they are. Yo. You know how, a matter of fact, what was my point I was going to say? Oh, yo, you want to see how racist a white liberal gets? Go to any Democratic or any blue state or blue city. Find you a Denny's or finding any type of sit-down restaurant where a bunch of those white people are and see how they act when they serve you. See this. For the most part, you will probably see they might treat you for the most part kind of okay, depending on where they at. But guess what? You'll catch a funky little attitude and a little white woman who do not want to take shit from a nigga's fucking word. As a matter of fact, that shit happened to me in Miami. And Miami is a Democrat. Look, Now, Florida is a Republican state, but Miami is a Democrat city. Okay. And I had a problem with a white woman today. Why? Because guess what? She felt some type of way serving me. And I don't know who shit in her cereal. I don't know, she's on her time of the month. I don't know.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
White women are usually pretty nice to me. But guess what? It is what it is. But so I will push back on that only white people could be racist. Black people could be racist. They could just not hire you. They could just not hire. Especially, you know how many times people in the hood, man, you see maybe sometimes, man, plenty of times I done had job opportunities that I could not get because I knew some fat black chick was holding me back from the job. Now, let's see here. J Flo says, we move into the haves and have-nots. Save yourself. Salute, G. He also says Karens are the coldest. Mm-hmm. And a Karen, and that's another too. A Karen could be Democrat. A Karen does not necessarily have to be Republican. But guess what? That's what they'll signify it. But guess what? Them Republican, them liberal white women are nothing to be fucked with, bro. And guess what? And a liberal white woman, they'll use your race against you. Quick. Now, let's see here. What said? Dwayne Rose says, big back. He said, big back. He said, big backed women are internal police for the company. Facts. And then J Flo says, a white bitch will ask, do you work here? Mm-hmm. Dwayne Rhodes says they hate their job because they have to actually work. Hello. And then J Flo says pogs are nice people though. Okay, right. But guess what? It's always a pog, either in HR. It's always a pog. But that's another thing too. Like those corporate jobs, man. Like it was kind of hard keeping your masculinity them doing them jobs, man, for real. J Flo says HR for sure. Mm-hmm. A man support man said, I had it happen to me at Willie's in the Biloxi, Mississippi, and at Home Depot. White woman at Home Depot shorted my change, and I had to correct her. She had an attitude, talked about I was wrong until she counted. LOL. Hello. See? I'm telling y'all, bruh. You know what I'm saying? No liberal white woman ain't no joke. And then Supreme B 3563 comes through. He says facts about them Karens and Shanikas. Mm-hmm. For real, bruh. Think about it. Man, yo, I still remember. Man, look, I'm going to just keep it 100, y'all. Your boy Callie used to work at Louis Vuitton. Yes, I was the Louis Vuitton Don. And dude, and you know why I ended up losing my job at Louis Vuitton? Because doing training, the fucking not like I work in Florida, okay, and Florida is a right to work state. Essentially, they don't need to have a reason to fire you. And basically, me and this dude ended up just getting cut. I don't know who else got cut after that, but we know we just got cut, and I just feel like she just cut us just because she just didn't like us, bro. Like it wasn't because we wasn't doing a job right. It wasn't because we weren't good employees or because we were late or anything like that. Just because they knew they could cut us. And guess what? It was a black woman. All right. And mind you, the only reason why we probably was in the training for so long was because of the fact that it was a black man who was teaching the course, but he fucked around and quote unquote caught, the beer bug and didn't come to work for like a couple of weeks. And then they had to basically make somebody else do it. And at that point, I knew it was a wrap. Dwayne Rose said, I worked HR for 1 year. It was the hardest, most psychological job I ever had. Shit. He said the backstabbing is crazy. Taking sides, shaking my head. Oh, I could have fucking imagined. And that's corporate, this period, man. Even if he wasn't in HR. And I can only imagine. Because, you know, it's like you're critiquing people while you're being critiqued. Go figure, right? J Flo says, Dwayne Rose, I appreciate the coldness of HR work walking your ass out on a Friday. Ooh, facts. Mm-hmm. They'd have been, and here's the other too. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, man. Shit, HR don't even walk you out. HR have the security walk you out, ninja. HR give you your they give you your final interview though. You end up finding yourself in HR, and like all of a sudden you're in this room and they give you this final interview. It's like two people in the room, or the person at a manager and the security guard or some shit like that. Man, should be real goofy. At 82 Sunra, he says, I believe you're qualified and are in corporate America. Why perpetrate the stereotype with the gold teeth, Callie? What am I perpetrating? Here's the thing, though. What exactly am I perpetrating? What exactly am I perpetrating? See, that's crazy, too. So let me get this straight. So because I work a corporate job, that means that I can't have gold teeth. And that means I must have a three-piece suit on here like I'm Kevin Samuels. I mean, 82 Sun, I don't think you're, I don't think you're trying to take shots or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from, my brother. And if I'm just kind of understand where you're coming from. Why can I not work a corporate job? I mean, think about it. I mean, I didn't say I went to my corporate job with my gold teeth. So you tell me I can't wear my gold teeth when I'm not in my corporate job? J Flo says, like walking a JUCO to the door. Oh, hey, well, at least the JUCO got a fistful of 20s. You feel me? All you getting is the damn paycheck all you getting is the little funky ass paycheck you was gonna get any motherfucking way.
I quote a great Negro spiritual. Bitches ain't shit.
Let's see here. Now, let's see here. 82 Center says, 82 Center, he says, brother, you said it, don't let the gold teeth fool you, sir. Yeah, I said don't let the gold teeth fool you. Because I mean, there's no point to explain that. Like I said, don't let the gold teeth fool you. Here's the thing, because people are quick to necessarily, like I said, when I say don't let the gold teeth fool you, I'm just saying, like, it could be the gold teeth, it could be the hoodie, it could be the graphic T-shirts that I like to wear. I mean, it could be even me, smoking a fat ass cigar here. That doesn't mean that I can't still work a corporate job, So I mean, like, I don't know, but but I appreciate if you do have anything adverse to say instead of agreeing, and that's fine. But you mind putting some money on that though? Put some money on that super chat if you don't mind. I am monetized. Y'all, I appreciate everybody who's tuning in on X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook. Also on YouTube, of course. And hit up the Cash App, $ Cali West 1. I don't mind, adverse conversations, but put some money on these adverse conversations, bro. Because no one's here to hear about you asking me about why you telling me why I can't wear gold teeth, or I shouldn't wear gold teeth because I work a corporate job. Put some money on it, at least if you're going to keep on commenting. Now, Dwayne Rose says, depending on the position in HR as dude, the woman be throwing the peace sleeve at you. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. See, what's kind of scary about that though? is because they know how to get your ass fired with that fucking sexual harassment too. That's that's a double-edged sword. And here's the thing though. I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. Especially at a corporate job, you want to stay away from fucking females at your job, bro. Trust me, bro.
You sell it's all bullshit. All of it.
Go from you digging down a girl to all of a sudden she's telling the manager that you won't stop bothering her or some stupid shit like that because now she want to give it a new nigga at the job. These hoes are messy. J Flo says if bitches can have purple hair, we can rock the bling. Right, that's what I'm saying. And here's the other too. It's not like I'll go to my. Here's the thing too. It's so crazy because people from my job, you know, they see me online, and they didn't even know I had goals until they went on my social media and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not like I wear my goals to the corporate job. I mean, like there's always somebody trying to regulate somebody. Dwayne Rose says, ha 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 ha, J Flo. And J Flo says, last check is a $20 bill. Right. For real. $20. Oh, it's a 20s. What? It's a last check is a 20? Goddamn. Sheesh. Only $20?
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Dwayne Rose says, yup. Yes, sir. Ha ha ha. Yeah, man. Okay, so all right. Now that we got derailed, let's go back to this discussion because I want to get to the point that they start arguing.
Y'all, that's the argument that black people make, is that you can't be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wound up becoming the president of the United States of America for the second time, almost get everything taken away from him. Literally. And he was basically being taken down by black people. Kamala Harris, Letitia James, who was the in New York, Fani Willis, down in Georgia. All of those are black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris months before they actually started this campaign during the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct and if it's all about white people and all of the energy is going towards a person that black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America, but we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.
No. Take yourself out of it. We talking about the culture. It may not necessarily be you individually, but we as a culture fuck with him.
Fuck with who?
Barack Obama and his wife. We fuck with him. As a culture, we champion him. We absolutely do. And he didn't give y'all shit except for gay marriage.
You know I know that. That's why I ain't arguing with you on this point.
Absolutely I vote.
Are you independent? What do you?
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a conservative. I'm a straight up, up and down Republican. And matter.
I do want to point out something real quick before we go any further. Dwayne Rose says Corey messed up both wrists last year in a motorbike accident. Oh, shit. Damn. Sorry to hear that. Now, J Flo says, can we see a picture of young Darlene? This is hurting my memories. Yeah, because she looked terrible, bruh. Hey, you know what they say? Asians, have you ever heard the saying Asians don't raisin? That's true until they get about 55, bruh. At that point, they raisin exponentially. They definitely, here's the thing, Asians definitely have a shelf life. Okay, let's pull up Ice-T's wife. Okay, Ice-T, let's see here. Ice-T cover. And you know something, once I put that up, they pull up the main one that everybody want to see. Wasn't that one where you can see the back of it? Like you can see her from behind too. Oh, yeah. All right. Y'all want to see the front or the back first? All right, I'll show the back first. How about that? Do y'all see this? Hold on. There she go, right there. Oh my God, hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can get a better picture. Man, let's see here. I'm trying to get the back. Man, why can't I just see the goddamn picture, man? Why don't I just want to show the goddamn picture? Oh, do y'all see? Y'all ever see this picture? Hold up. Y'all ever see this picture? I guess this is autographed too. Look. And that's Darlene Ortiz right there. They go the old bitch that y'all jonesing for right there. There she go. He said Barry didn't get Nathan. His daughters don't even respect him. Hello. Okay, hey, she's 60-ish. Right. He said she still looks good for her age. Come on, LOL. A man supporting man. Yo, you said she looked good for her age?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hold up. Nah, bruh. Nah.
Really him. Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Okay, all right. Enough derailment. Let's go back to this this Corey Holcomb situation, all right? Because I ain't trying to be up here all night. And, because we're going in hour 23. You know what I'm saying? We got people taking shots, I share something about my life. And then, the people who ain't never super chatted, who ain't never came on through. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he subscribed to me. I don't know. But then y'all come out here, talking crazy shit. Let's see here. What else? What else I miss? Power, word, and she's Hispanic. Oh, I thought she was Asian. She's not Asian? Oh, Ortiz. That is such a fucking special. Hey, she could be Filipino. She could be a sea Mexican. J Flo says, ooh, yeah, she was something hot back in the day. Dwayne Rose said, look better than most at her age. Man, I don't know, Dwayne Rose. I don't know, bro. Nah, bro. Look, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I see some pretty decent 60-year-olds. I don't know. I feel like she let herself go, bro. But that's my opinion. True that. Come on, man. J Flo says. He says Apollonia and Lake Minnetonka. Oh shit.
He ain't lying.
Okay, where's this Corey Holcomb situation? Here we go. Because we ain't got even to the fight yet. 17 minutes in.
Matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black people. They were the party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican.
You know
when
what
you're talking about the emancipation.
You know what kind of sucks when you have talks like this? You can't have a talk with. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't know if y'all seen what I put in the comment section. Okay, but yo, you cannot have an intelligent discussion with an ignorant nigga. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not saying that ignorant is of not knowing. I'm not saying that ignorant nigga can't rise above it, but it's hard and difficult and probably, look, unless he's open. Look, here's the thing. An ignorant nigga got to at least be open to at least hearing what you got to say. The dude is talking and Corey Holcomb is laughing. Before Corey Holcomb look on his iPhone, right? Because ninjas, they want to go, I don't know. Well, he might have an Android, I don't know. But he go on any cell phone he got, because Corey Holcomb, he got dough, he rich, he got money, he got dough. He can't go on his phone or his laptop and go check to see if that's true or not, whether black people were originally Republicans or not. See, I just kind of feel like, he just kind of using, he just kind of see, the thing is, it's not even really about who got the facts. It is about who looks like they're right or who looks like he's just trying to make him look like he's crazy. J Flo said we starve, and we always starving here in the righteous fear. Dwayne Rose says all Mexicans. She spoke about her family and coming to America. Oh, coming to America. Oh, okay, my bad. Then he says, I'm around a lot of wives of 60-year-olds in New England, LOL. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. That's why. See, now you bring up a good point. Okay, that's why. Remember, too, I'm in Miami, so I'm around a lot of Haitian and Spanish and, sisters and Caribbean. So, they tend to hold up their age a little longer. Now, he said Anton didn't bring up CGA. Why? What you mean? Why he? Oh, so Anton didn't bring up CGA. That's funny. That's funny. Well, you know what? That's because Anton, I think he respects CGA. I think he don't want no smoke with no CGA. Plus, I believe Anton, I don't think, here's the thing. Some people feel like when he took a shot at Passport Bros, that was a shot at Coach Rick Adams, personally. I don't know. I think there could be an argument that could be, he was kind of going towards his philosophy. But Coach Rick Adams doesn't necessarily own the Passport Bros, even though he mentions it in his book, The Free Agent Lifestyle. He has been, he actually was original before Passport Bros became a movement. But I just kind of feel like he's taking a shot because, the Passport Bros is a large movement. Passport Bros is bigger than Save Yourself Black Man, because other people, not just black people, are part of Passport Bros. And that's what's dope about it too. Not just black people. But anyway, let's continue.
When you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for as conservative, means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you, what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit.
I don't either. That's what it's saying. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republicans.
And we were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat no matter what, right? Regardless of what they stand for, regardless of the agendas that they push, regardless of how much nonsense that we see in our communities, regardless of how many Democrats actually destroyed our cities from Chicago to Detroit, all across the board. We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental.
Now, I'm going to say that because, that's definitely true. And one thing I could definitely say is that I kind of thought that was really weird is that like my parents used to kind of like they didn't tell me who to vote for, but they definitely try to lure me into that direction. And for the most part, I can say I pretty much did. I would say until I got a little bit older and I separated myself from the Democratic plantation is when I started voting otherwise. And guess what? I'm not going to always vote Republican. Shit, the next election, then maybe the next Republican is an idiot and I don't vote for him at all. And I vote Democrat. Or I just choose not to vote at all. I don't know. But, you know, I want to go towards the issues. I just kind of think that the one thing that sucks about being a Democrat is that, here's the thing. It's like, being a Democrat is like going to a candy store and you're going to buy jelly beans. It's like, you might like most of the jelly beans, but it's like, if you get these jelly beans, you're going to be forced to have the little licorice, black, tasty, nasty little black jelly beans that nobody like. Because I think black jelly beans are based off of licorice, like black licorice, right? You have to be kind of like an old school, like boomer to kind of like black licorice. Or even that flavor. So like it's almost like the same thing. It's like being a Democrat is like going to the store and getting like a bag of jelly beans. You can get those. You can get them jelly beans you do not like, and then you're gonna get look. You only really want to eat the red and orange, and red, orange, and I don't know, the red, orange, and yellow jelly beans. But guess what? Now you gotta drink the reading rainbow jelly bean, and you gotta eat this jelly bean. You gotta take it all. When I say jelly beans, I'm talking about basically the reading rainbow shit. Like it's like if you want to have civil rights as a black man, you gotta accept that same-sex gender should have rights too, or like. And I feel something's wrong with that. I feel like I could say, hey, I'm a Democrat, but I'm not for the reading rainbow stuff. You feel me?
He ain't lying.
And I could be like, okay, I could be a Republican, but maybe I'm not for, the police getting immunity for their crimes. I mean, I thought we live in America where you could have the right to believe what you want to believe, but we all know that's all bullshit too. So I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna fucking go there, bro.
He ain't lying.
Let's continue.
Fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this.
That's the fundamental difference.
I'm gonna tell you this. And you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you.
I'm listening.
The people in charge are not Democrats or Republicans.
I understand that.
Kamala Harris is allowed to do whatever she's done.
We get that.
This new president, he's allowed to do whatever he is willing to do or they allow him to do.
Facts.
Everything is allowed. There are people in charge of this nation that flat out run shit. And if ain't nobody got the power to uproot them, then we're going to keep having people paying a whole bunch of money for houses and a fire hydrant don't work in front of it, but they'll charge you for the fire hydrant in front of your house.
But we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate in the local elections.
Well, you understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but you just missed it. We have a less.
Yo, hey. And look, here's the thing. I know this is getting long and drawn out, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in, but I'm going to say this much, though. He brings up a good point, okay? He brings up a good point. Because here's the thing, and I said this before, I mean, it's true. Your local politicians have probably more to do with your everyday life than Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. If you have a problem with the police in your city, you need to talk to your mayor. You got a problem with the highway patrol, you talk to your governor. Donald Trump can't do everything about that. See, a lot of people don't understand this. See, people think that the president just has like a little short list where just every day he just goes against stuff and just checks it all off and fixes everything. He gotta go through checks and balances and stuff like that. And there's a lot of other things that he has to go through. He has to still make sure World War III don't start, earlier than he wants and shit like that. Like, there's a lot that goes into this country. And yes, if you're to go to your local politicians, you'll see a lot more progress and change on a local level. But guess what? People think that only a president could do anything. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm guilty of only voting for president myself. But y'all don't see, repeat this. I've been locked up more than, you and your daddy together. But guess what? Y'all don't hear me complaining about the police, though. Y'all don't hear me complaining about the police.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
I just go ahead and, go to jail and sleep and, bail myself out. I ain't saying I like the police because I don't necessarily like the police. I know how the police be. But, I do my best to make sure I don't get hurt by them. Now, with that being said, let's continue on. Talk about this difference between, because see, Anton, he's trying to teach him. He's trying to school him something. But guess what? Corey doesn't want to hear that because Corey just wants to be right because it's his show.
I heard everything you said. I can't wait till you tell me how voting makes a difference in this country.
We have a less than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm.
And let me ask a question, Corey Holcomb. How do you plan to uproot the people in power? If you uproot the people in power, wouldn't the powerless become the ones in power? And can't they just be able to do any type of fucked up shit that they want to do? Huh? Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute. That don't sound right.
You don't find that suspicious? 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 You don't find that suspicious?
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Ignorant, because I would never participate in no
People
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote, and
I'm
it's
gonna
so
show up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant.
We had Republican presidents. We had Democratic presidents.
You're not even
we
hearing
in the
what I'm
same
saying.
joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if it's
matters.
local.
It
I don't
matters.
If you
It
vote,
absolutely matters.
that means you in line.
No, if you.
I ain't gonna lie. I never watched Corey Holcomb for this long. No, actually, I take that back. I did watch something with Corey Holcomb that was probably maybe 20 minutes long. And here's the thing. Can I just say this much? With all due respect, Corey Holcomb, stay in your lane, bro. I like when Corey Holcomb, I ain't gonna be like those NFL coaches and be like, oh, just keep on entertaining and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna say all that. I just kind of feel like, I'm not saying that he can't have an opinion on politics, but I just feel like that. Don't have I just kind of feel like maybe you should just keep your opinion to yourself, because I never knew Corey Holcomb was this ignorant of what he was just said. Like, did y'all just hear what he just said? So he's telling him He said, I want you to tell me how voting works. And he says, well, if you're complaining about, what's going on with the police or what's going on with what's going on in your everyday life, because we had a Republican president, we had a Democrat president, and none of them changed anything. And Anton says, well, you have to do it on a local level. And he's telling them how to vote, and he just said he don't give a fuck. What the fuck is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? And listen, and look at Corey Holcomb's face. He really think he hitting on that too. He really think he said something slick too. Look at his face.
We have a list. I heard everything you said. I can't wait till you tell me how voting makes a difference in this country.
We have a less than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it.
You got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
It's not.
Okay. Pay attention to how he explains why this is for suckers.
People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
people
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote. And
I'm gonna show up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant.
We had Republican presidents. We had Democratic presidents.
You're not even
we in the same joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if it's local.
It matters.
If you vote,
absolutely matters.
That means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Your ancestors
it's so funny to
didn't
me.
do it like this.
Because
people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power.
When did his grandfather or when did the Tuskegee Airmen go to war with the people in this country, bruh? War. Corey Holcomb, just stay in your lane. You don't even know nothing about history, about American history. You don't even know about American history because the last time that anyone went to war on a U.S. soil against a superpower was the Queen of England. People be talking fucking just crazy. And I ain't gonna lie. Corey Holcomb, I don't know. I'm not saying I don't still like him as a comedian and stuff like that, or even as a speaker, but I see the flaws here, bro. This ain't it, bro.
Power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's a
it's
war.
all
wait.
Every day.
Real talk. I'm probably gonna be here all fucking night. Cause Corey Holcomb, really? No disrespect. He kind of talking like a black woman right now, bruh. He kind of talking like a woman. He's talking like a woman right there. He said, we're having a president who got 34 felonies. Hey, and look, y'all can check me if I'm wrong about this. You notice black people don't believe in the judicial system, and they believe the judicial system's corrupt, the government's corrupt, but yet they still listen to the government's accusations against Donald Trump and the 34 felonies. So guess what? They don't believe that, they'll say, man ain't do nothing. Free lunatic, free Pop Smoke or whatever his name, I don't know. Free Papa Doc, free whoever. They'll say, let these thugs out of jail, right? And how, I think someone sent me something about, how they removed cashless bail. I ain't never benefited for no cashless bail. Every time I got locked up, I had to fucking bail myself the fuck out. I ain't never benefited for no cashless bail. So you think I give a fuck that they gonna fucking remove cashless bail? I ain't never benefit for no cashless bail anyway. I wasn't trying to stay in jail that motherfucking long. Shit, I want to see the judge like regular people. I don't give a fuck what I did. I don't want to fucking meet the judge in the fucking county of Lewis or just coming off the damn fucking bus. Let me bail out, and then let me just meet y'all like a regular ass citizen. J Flo says, no. A man support man says, to be honest, if you didn't vote, you shouldn't be discussing politics. Just be quiet. You can't have an opinion on this topic. Facts. And then J Flo says, dead people voted in 2020. Explain that. Hello. Hashim Shabazz come through and said salute. And he said, we up in here. Yes, sir. But yo, like, so crazy. It's so crazy. Can somebody explain that to me? Explain to me how, how we don't trust the police, we don't trust the judicial system, but when Donald Trump got 34 felonies, all of a sudden now we trust the judicial system. Hey, tell me how that worked.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
For example, tell me why they're trying to cancel Nicki Minaj. No, they're trying to deport Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj wanted to go talk at the I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of think it was kind of stupid that she went to the Turning Point. Kind of. I mean, kind of, sort of, but not really. Look, actually, I take that back. Look, Nicki Minaj, she a businesswoman. And look, she wants to get out of jail free card with Trump. So she went to the Turning Point. But Turning Point is not really for black people, but whatever. But here's the thing. The black people, black Democrats, you know what they said? You know what? Nicki Minaj went to the Turning Point USA. Let's sign a petition to deport her. Aren't the Democrats fighting ICE on the street to the point that white women are losing their lives, impeding on ICE raids against illegal immigrants? I mean, maybe I'm missing something here. Am I missing something here? Like, what? I mean, but they want to deport Nicki Minaj, but they don't want Trump to deport illegal immigrants. Yo, bruh.
This is a sick Negro.
Dwayne Rose says the president was 34 civil felonies. Oh shit. The 34 clerical era is too long to explain. Oh my God. Hey. Oh. Oh, you know what? Is that what it was? Interesting. Oh, Lion Raw Racing 369. He comes through, says, yep. Hasn't made the call for someone to make bail for you. LOL. Facts. Look, my real blood brother right there, Lion Raw Racing. Look, I got locked up on some bullshit, right? In front of the crib, right? And beat this. I had to have this chick I used to fuck with. She's probably watching this shit right now as we speak. But she had to go. No, my brother had to go get the money, give it to her, and I think he took her to the bail bondsman to bail bonds me out.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Facts. Thanks for reminding me about that, bro. Right. I mean, well, I told the story, I guess. No. Well, I didn't tell the story. You actually kind of really told. Well, I kind of alluded that I had to bail myself out. But yeah, exactly. Hello. Damn. Whew. I still remember that shit, bro.
Emotional damage.
Yo, and you know what was fucked up too? Because that case essentially got thrown out. I don't I'm sure you know that Lion Raw, but that case ended up getting thrown out because it was some they was doing some fake gazy shit. Like, look, yo, my brother will tell you, we don't fuck with the police. When we see the police, we go the other way. We don't fuck with the police here. You feel me? Here in the righteous fear. We do not deal with the police. We don't hate the police, we just don't deal with them. You feel me? And that even goes back to my daddy. My daddy's always kind of saying to me that when he was in Jamaica, they don't really deal with the police. Like, Now, J Flo says speaker box with a trap door. Man, yeah, man. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Let's go back. Let's go, because here's the thing: the conversation is starting to get heated now. Because can I say something now, if y'all don't mind? If I don't mind, about chiming in real quick, this is gonna go into overtime. Corey Holcomb, he's using the same typical thing that that most Black people do in the hood. Look, we all been through there before, where we were having a discussion, or maybe we was having a debate, on the schoolyard or on the basketball court, right? And Black people are not the only people who do it, but since this is mainly Black people watching, we're gonna call a spade a spade. Black people, what they do is you might come with facts, but what Black people do is they know they can manipulate the crowd by just like let's just say you say, I don't know, well, you went and did this and that, when you went over there and you went over there, and then if you try to tell them something, like for example, he told them that Black people were originally Republican, and instead of he say, man, that's not true, let's look that up and be serious about it, it's easier to just kind of run with it and just like, sure, I don't believe that. Like, sure, they're Republican. It's easy to kind of just laugh it off and kind of make him look like he's crazy, versus saying, you know what, let's look that up in a dictionary right now. Let's look up Google. Let's look up Google. Let's look up, I don't know, Encyclopedia, Wikipedia. Let's look up, where the reference is about Black Republicans. But it's easy to kind of like downplay you and make you look bad instead of really confronting the situation. And this has happened to us on the Sandlot plenty of times. Come on, y'all. This has happened plenty of times where somebody will say something like, I don't know. They'll say something that's not even true, but because it's funny, he clowned you. Black people, like for example, it's like the whole, like a Black person used to say, oh, I cussed you out. Essentially, Black people think because they got loud with you, or they shouted with you, or they shouted in your face, or they shouted, that means that they won the discussion, or they won the debate, or they won whatever's at hand. That doesn't mean you won. That just means you just got loud and belligerent and just got out crazy. That's all that means. J Flo says banging was an art form. Yeah, man.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Your ancestors
it's so funny to
didn't do it like this. Because people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's
war. All sucker shit.
It's
going
a war
on.
every day. It's just not physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem. We need physical wars.
You see, he's just pulling straws. He's pulling straws.
It's not.
Until motherfuckers ready to jump it off.
It's not.
We gonna always be talking. But see, real gladiators don't talk. Real gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't. You under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that woman?
I want to know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the
I'm in
ICE
Detroit.
agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America.
Yo, I gotta be honest with you. I don't really give a fuck about that woman either, bro. I'm not gonna say fuck that woman. I just don't really give a fuck about this issue. Like, cause yo, like I told y'all, look, like my brother fucking confirmed. I've been locked up more time than, you know what I'm saying, probably everybody in his chat. But guess what? I'm gonna do my best to make sure they don't fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Even when I'm not wrong, they still look, even when I'm not wrong and they got me on some illegal charges, I still go away with them. But you're a white woman, and yo, I told you, me and my brother Lion Raw, when we see the police, we go the other way. You're telling me she went towards the police? Ninja.
Emotional damage. This is a sick Negro.
The fuck is going on here? Nigga, what? Now, my brother says, definitely ducked some shit-ish in my speaker box before. Police are not for the U.S. ICE not for them either. Right. Oh, police are not for us and ICE not for them either. Right. Exactly. Hey, shit, hey.
He ain't lying.
For real. Man, look, man, I don't know. I really don't know what people was thinking. And, you know, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it. When they need to fight, man.
I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets,
can I ask you a question? Because I'm trying to teach a lesson here. That's not a little condescending a little bit. Like, that wasn't appropriate. He could have maybe, after he's gonna talk, he could have clapped after, but you're gonna clap while he's talking. You just see, that's what's he doing? He's patronizing him at this time. But okay.
that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
My God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I
This
said?
is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it. Like,
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay,
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about
cops. You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not. I don't think you got people all the time.
Yo, you see how Corey Holcomb basically moved the goalposts? Look how he moved the goalposts. That's not the discussion. He was using that as an example. It's an example, Corey Holcomb. But see, Corey Holcomb, he knew that, but he wanted to attack him because guess what? Corey Holcomb didn't want to be wrong on his own show. Kind of like Donovan Sharp didn't want to be wrong when I confronted him about Carmelo Anthony. He didn't want to be wrong on his own show. That's what it is. You know, he can't look, and beat this. I'm challenging my show all the time, but guess what? Corey, he ain't got a stomach for it, bruh. He ain't got a stomach.
This is a sick Negro.
On the streets, I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the
I'm in
ICE
Detroit.
agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tap to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't
Well,
hear
that's
that
what
shit.
should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
My God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I
This
said?
is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops
insane.
shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
Barely even 20 minutes in. And I must say, the reason why this is a disingenuous question, because how did you get from just getting popped by the cop? Like, what happened? Were you George Floyd? Did you jump out with your weapon? Did you jump out with a shovel? Did you have a knife? Were you talking back? Were you fighting the cop? What is the extenuating circumstance to the point, Now, here's the thing. The cop could still be wrong, but what did you do to contribute to the whole dilemma? Accountability.
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
I'm going to answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not. I don't think you got people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I don't know.
Liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that. But here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall
I'm an
of
equal
it?
accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, let me tell you something, homie. I don't suck dick.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck
you
dick,
doing,
homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, Believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
So wait a minute, y'all. Did y'all just see what happened? So Corey Holcomb, see, like I said, Corey Holcomb, he don't really have a leg to stand on, right? He don't have the talking points, okay? So the best thing he could do is use the filibuster, interject when he's talking, change the subject, move the goalposts, right? And Corey Holcomb is the one who decides to use euthanism, right? Euthanism, and say, oh, well, you kiss the ass of white people because, we all know that he's Republican and Anton's Republican and he be on CNN and type shit. And then Anton just doubled down and said, okay, you're going to use euthanism on me? Well, you suck the dick of black people with all the bullshit you just coming with now. And then guess what? Now he got a problem with it. And guess what? For anybody who, and Dwayne Rhodes, I think, might have mentioned this too. He said the fact that he said suck D took it to another level. You know what? At first, I kind of said that at first, but not really. It's euthanism. He said, kiss the ass of white people. So when he said, I don't do all that, and Corey Holcomb kept on doubling down, trying to talk over him, he had to double down. Well, he didn't have to say that per se, but that's what he chose to use. And guess what? That triggered him, bruh. So you tell me, I'm not saying I just want someone to tell me that I'm sucking someone's dick, but in all essence, if I said another dude is kissing someone's ass, and homeboy just said, yeah, well, you're sucking the dick of black people. He didn't say you're just sucking the dick of one man or of one person. He said you're sucking the dick of white people, of black people. You're just in euthanism, figure of speech. After you just literally said the same fucking thing. But now you want to be tough now. Oh, you think you tough now. Oh, you think you tough.
Because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. you doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see,
homie, let me tell you something, homie.
I don't tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah,
I don't suck dick.
You do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
okay, but that gay shit, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
Yo, we good. I did already. I don't do dick sucking shit.
We can put the microphone right now and go up back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
You running your mouth. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
You doing this shit for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to
I'll
say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me, because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it call this nigga out his name? Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
This
my show. This
cool.
my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
You're not gonna
come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go out back right now.
Fuck I am.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go out back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, homie,
No,
look,
it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie.
I don't know. I don't know. Man, y'all might have to tell me what y'all think about this. Look, some people believe, all right, some people are under the impression that Anton Daniels got punked because he didn't say that he was going to suck a dick again. Anton Daniels said that you sucked the dick of black people twice or maybe 3 times already. And then, oh, say it again. I double dare you. I double dog dare you. Say it again. Nigga, here's the thing. If it's like, for example, black people tend to do this. You say something to a black person, you know what they'll say to you? What? And you know what you gotta say to them? You heard me. You heard me. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. You heard me. So whatever you think I said it there. I gotta say it again. Because guess what? What they're trying to do is make you not say it because, oh, you're supposed to second guess me. Not say it. But no, I don't have to say it again. I already said what I said already. You said what you said, and I said what you said. Okay, take off then. Take off. Bomb on me so I can go pick up a brick and I can bust you up in the side of the head like Debo. Or I could just take out my, or, I'm saying, I can always get jiggy. You feel me? I can always get jiggy. You feel me? Hey, pick this. I can always get jiggy. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and beat me up. And guess what? So, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm not about to go sit down here and argue or revisit what I already just said to you already. If you want to fight, then fight. But you didn't just maybe talk about kissing somebody's ass already. Let me read these comments. $2 super chat from Dwayne Rose. Man, I appreciate the love, man. And I appreciate the donation, my G. Salute.
My nigga.
Now, of course, we got a lot of comments. Jesus. Let's see here. Just sprinkle some crack on him. Dave Chappelle, right? The man support man said they all got off topic from the beginning. Well, here's the thing. That's because Anton is following him up in his argument. And guess what? Even I do that. Here's the thing. It's easy for us to critique, but guess what? How many of y'all, I ain't trying to say you specifically, but how many of us, well, I think I'm pretty good at holding my own frame when it comes to dealing with adversity, even when it's on camera, but it's not the easiest. It's easy to kind of critique it after the fact. I think Anton did a good job. Now he says, Dwayne Rose says, I bet you Darlene would agree with Anton on the topic. Ooh, hey, hello. And Man Support Man 2025 says that Anton should have said, you kiss the ass of black people, not suck D. You know what? He could have said that to kind of keep the peace. I guess he could have said that, right? He could have said that, but guess what? Yo, I don't know. Here's the thing. And this is maybe why you need to, here's the thing. A Man Support Man, that would have been probably the best thing to do, right? That probably would have been the sensible thing to do, right? Or he could have just not even responded back to that at all. Okay, I kiss the ass of black people, but you're the one pushing this bullshit ass rhetoric that hasn't worked for the last 60 years. He could have just said it like that. Like, you could tell somebody they suck dick or they kiss ass without telling them they kiss ass. But guess what? Anton Daniels decided to go to one of them and say you suck the dick of fucking black people. Because you know what? Sometimes it is kind of his thing. You got to understand, man. Let's just be real, man. Us melanated people, we do have a certain level of pandering, bruh. That is uncanny. Let's just be real, bruh. Dwayne Rose said, filibuster, good call. J Flo says, raise up. And then P. Francis says something about saying go duck sick triggers men in the hood. That's because we're very sensitive. That's what it is. It's not. Here's the thing. We're just very sensitive. Like, we're just very sensitive. Like, I done seen people call you something, call you a bitch, call you F word or anything like that. You call them the F word, now they want to go and fight you. Because guess what? People feel that they should be able to do you how they want to do you in the hood. Like, trust me. It's not just white people who are racist. Black people like to do you. Look, think about it. Him getting in front of look when the dude called him dick sucker, he said, "All right, you know what? All right, nigga, I ain't no dick sucker, you effer or you know f bomb." And he could have said, "All right, get off my show with your bitch ass" or something like that. And he could have just ended the show. But why did he decide that he was gonna go and want to like instigate a fight? Because guess what? His talking points ain't good. Anton says. Am I supporting men said Anton held feminine frame? I don't think so. Well, look, he was the one who was ready to go up and go outside. Corey Holcomb is the one who sat down. P. Francis says he didn't say it again. All right, P. Francis, my brother. Let me ask you a question. If someone was to say that your mama got 3 titties, and she let the janitor from Beetlejuice, or she let she was getting greased in the back by 3 dudes, right? And he just say it again. Just because he doesn't say it again, does that control all delete what he already said though? I'm just saying, like, theoretically, all right, let's just say, just like how he said it all over, you know, look, essentially Anton Daniels said whatever he said, he can't take back because it's all over the internet, okay? Does it matter that he didn't say it again? Now, if he would have said, I don't suck no dick, say one more word. Say one more word. If you say anything, I'm gonna bomb on you. Now, if he didn't say nothing, then that would have been a different story. But he said, yeah, but here's the thing. He's obviously triggered. Why is he going to say it again? I mean, I already said it. I don't have to say it again. And he's done it too. And maybe Anton was kind of like, damn, why I did kind of say that nigga sucking dick. But why do I got to say it again? I already said it. I don't know. Lauren Roy Racing says, this is why we can't get nowhere. Hey, this is why Coach Greg Adams tells us to stay out the community every time, though, Lauren Roy. And J Flo says, play their Fairmont song. Hey, at Lion Raw Racing, what is it? Every time when we be in our cars, every time you want to go to a car meeting and stuff like that, or we be riding around and stuff, right? Why you always be this? Whenever we decided we're going to go back to the hood, you always say you never want to go through Miami Gardens, right? This is one of the reasons. This is why you don't want to go through Miami Gardens. Like, hey, my brother does not want to go through Miami Gardens at all, bro. Like, dude, he'll probably go anywhere else in Miami, but he don't want to stay away from Miami Gardens. And it's not even really the police. He just don't want to be in Miami Gardens, bro. Yeah, we stay at the hood, bro. At J Flo, he says, play the Fairmont song. Which Fairmont song? Remind me, J Flo. A man support man said, "Why go outside when you could throw hands on the set, laughing my fucking ass off?" Well, yo, Coach Rick Adams, and we was talking about that shit yesterday. I mean, all right. Feed this. I might want to fight for my honor, but so all right. So let me ask you a question on man support man. So for me to want to fight you mano a mano, we gotta fight on record. Hey, for me to prove that we fought, we gotta record the fight, bro.
You sense? It's all bullshit. All of it.
Hey, if you're gonna whoop my ass, you can whoop my ass in secrecy. Or if I beat you up, it's gonna be in secrecy, bro. But I'm not about to go catch no L on the motherfucking internet, dog.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yo, Anton Daniels is on CNN. You think he should be the one who do? It's gonna be on CNN that Anton got knocked out, bro.
Emotional damage.
Man, if Anton get knocked out, it's gonna be on CNN, bro. It's gonna make US Weekly.
This is a sick Negro.
Hell nah, bruh. I got 2,600 subscribers. I'm not trying to get caught fighting nobody on no damn record, bruh. I ain't trying to end up like Menace to Jap. Dude, you think I'm trying to end up like Menace to Jap? Bruh. I am. Hey, a man supporting man, you ain't about to Menace to Jap me, ninja. Or nobody. Hey, and Anton Daniels, he ain't about to catch a bad one, bruh. Hey, a man support man said, if I was that upset, I would not tell you go outside. Okay, see, but you even bring up a good point. If you was just mad, you would just bombed on the nigga. If you thought the nigga disrespected you, would have just bombed on him, right? Ain't no talking. Yeah, ain't no talking. You know what I'm saying? That's what my OG taught me. Ain't no talking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's the talk? Get to fighting. You know what I'm saying? Simon says for himself. Pete Francis says for himself to attack. Y'all boys is crazy, boy. Lion Raw Racist says laughing out loud. Yeah, but that be for the PD. Oh, okay. I thought it was because you didn't like the neighborhood. Oh boy. P. Francis says Corey needs justification. All right, see, okay. All right. Okay, so here you go. It said, all right, he said, okay, hold on. Damn, y'all said so much. P. Francis says, you're right, it doesn't, but he didn't say it when they were face to face. Oh, come on now. P. Francis, let that shit go, bro. Let the in the face go. Hey, so you tell me you walking with your girl, right? Or you walking with your wife. And some nigga like, damn, that bitch got a fat ass pussy. I mean, I ain't saying that that's worth losing your life for, but I don't know. Like, it's like, okay, let's just say, you know, hey, you're a tough motherfucker. You know, you ain't gonna let nobody talk to you like that. Like, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know, like he got said again for you to want to hurt him. And then it was, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, okay, all right. It's like, let's just say you walking with your girl and a dude touch your girl's ass. Does he need to touch her ass again for you to bomb on him? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or does he need to touch her ass again for you to, or for her to call the cops? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to understand this. Why does somebody need to disrespect you twice for you to? So, P. Francis. Just for the record, I want to confirm with you, my G. Do we need to confirm the disrespect? Hey, we out here confirming disrespects.
You don't find that suspicious? 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 You don't find that suspicious?
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
Hold up. Hold up. Pete Francis. My G, my homeboy. Dude. Also, dude, I don't know. I'm just such a good mood. I'm just laughing so much to the point I'm crying. So I just want to make sure I just understand this. So we need to confirm disrespect after somebody disrespected you already. Oh my God. Whew, y'all boys.
Emotional damage.
Y'all boys is crazy, boy. Y'all boys is wild, boy. Oh, Jeffrey Barker said Corey was scared. You know what? I don't know if Corey was per se scared, but I do believe that, here's the thing, man. The best thing to do for a bully is call him out. Here's the thing. Best way to win a fight is by not being scared to get your ass whooped. Every time I've been not scared to get my ass whooped in the fight, I always win. It'd be the time that I'm already scared to get my ass whooped is when I get my ass whooped. But whenever I envision me winning, I usually win. You know what I'm saying? Like, like for example, you have to envision yourself winning. But I feel like the fact that Anton stand up for himself, Corey didn't. I think Corey didn't really want to fight. I just kind of feel like, here's the thing. When Coach Greg Adams was talking about it today, there's a possibility that Corey Holcomb doesn't respect Anton Daniels because Anton Daniels is a YouTuber and Corey Holcomb, has he has some type of Hollywood type of, status, if you feel me. It's like he's been on TV before. So, he don't really respect what he's doing. And he probably just kind of sized him up and probably thought, he could probably whip his ass, Yo, excuse me. And it's something that humans do. All humans do it. But black people, especially black men, oh, no. Black men get this from black women. They love to size you up, when they kind of talking to you. I noticed that about when I deal with black men. They tend to kind of size you up or kind of, even when they're talking to you in conversation, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess I've seen aggressive white guys kind of do that too a little bit, like, especially playing baseball and shit like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe I'm just being maybe I'm prejudiced. I don't know. Let's see here. Now, Dwayne Rose said I got Blue Cross and Blue Shield with a deductible. LOL. Oh, okay, so that means you're just gonna fight. You can go ahead and duke it out in the street. Dwayne Rose, ain't you like 53? You could be a grown ass man fighting a fucking 40-year-old, 44-year-old, bruh. Oh my God, bruh. Here's the thing, Dwayne Rose, we got that grown man strength, right? And beat this. We could give somebody probably a haymaker and a few good right and left hooks. But here's the thing, man. We fuck around and fall, man. That is going to be something that we probably not going to want. Like, even if we don't necessarily lose the fight, but if we fall, that could kind of hurt something, man. Like, you don't want to be getting into no unnecessary fights. Jeffrey Blocker said, did you donate to Jim Joe's GoFundMe? I didn't know he had one. A man support man said, if I was that upset, I'm not telling you, let's go outside. Okay, I remember. I read that. Okay. Then P. Francis said the reason Corey came close was he needed justification. Corey needed to say he said duck sick in order to attack. Okay. So to double down on it, right? To double down on what you're saying, my P. Francis, my G. So essentially, Corey Holcomb, even though he was all right, so I just want to make sure I understand for the record. So because Corey felt that he was disrespected from hearing euphemisms about duck sick and black people, right? Even though it was euphemism, right? But because even though he used a euphemism about someone's ass, right? At the same time, I guess he heard it 3 times and he was upset to it, so visibly upset that he was willing to even maybe attack. But in order for him to attack, he had to confirm the disrespect. He had to confirm the disrespect even though he's seen the previous disrespect, he has to reconfirm the disrespect in order for him to attack. I got it. I got it. Y'all boys is crazy. Corey at the Diddy party. I don't know what, yo. I don't know. Nah, damn. Hey, Corey, hey, you know what? It's funny you say that, Pete Francis, because, hey, I don't know, because why is he so offended that he said that? Like, he said it in euphemism. He didn't say, like, oh, you're a dick sucker. He didn't say you're a cock sucker motherfucker. Like, you know, like, he didn't say it in that context. But the truth is, I could tell from the look, now that I've seen it a few times, you know, I've seen it a few times before I review this, just from other people's content. And yo, Corey was kind of looking for a reason to kind of, I don't know. I don't think he wanted to fight him per se, but I just kind of feel like he wasn't really ready for that debate. I just kind of feel like he knew Anton Daniels comes with some serious ass pointers. Like, beat this. I didn't agree with Anton Daniels at all about the passport bro shit, but other than that though, Anton's pretty right about finances and other little things when he talks about the community, man. I ain't gonna lie. And I think Corey Holcomb was scared of that. I think Corey Holcomb was more scared of that than anything else. So I think he had to kind of result into the fight thing because guess what? He kind of knew nobody was going to let them fight. Like, yeah, he kind of knew nobody was going to let them fight and stuff like that. I don't know. Dwayne Rose says, ha 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 ha, you ain't telling no lie. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, he was supposed to confirm the disrespect. Hey, we confirming, hey, like, we confirming disrespect out here. Oh shit. Y'all boys is crazy. He needed Anton to say it in his face. Feel his hot Wait. P. Francis. What the bumper clock, bruh? Anton to say it in his face, to feel his hot breath. Be rotted. Oh my God.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Oh my God, P. Francis, bruh. Yo, man. P. Francis, I believe you're really trying to hijack my show for real tonight, bruh. With the shit that you saying today, bro. You a straight comedian, dog. You for real. All right, Dwayne Rose says Anton should have been like a spooker. Say what? Could have had calm things down in a humorous way, just maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, you say he could have spent it. He could have used it as a spin sentence. Like, say what? Like, oh, say it again. Say what? I mean, well, you know what? Corey Holcomb was taking shots at him. He was taking shots at him. It was death by 1,000 cuts. Like, here's the thing. I seen that happening, bro. That's another thing. I don't know if I went to that point. But that was something that I kind of noticed. And that's why it took 2 hours and almost 30 minutes to go through 20 minutes worth of talk, because there's a lot of little things that we had to talk about in between, not only the little topics, but just little sly shit that Corey Holcomb was kind of saying towards Anton. Anton didn't even say anything. I think the only time Anton said anything slick was that one thing, and that's only because Corey Holcomb was throwing zingers at his ass for like the last 20 minutes. Jeffrey Blocker said he was spanking Corey mentally. He definitely was. He was, hands down. Hey, here's the thing. Corey Holcomb, like I said, y'all, I think the one lesson we need to learn today is leave these ignorant niggas alone. All right? Leave these ignorant niggas alone, one. And then two, another thing I think lesson that we can learn as well, too, is the fact that I don't know. I just want to listen to this, learn is just stay away from ignorant niggas, man. Like, you know, because here's the thing. I kind of feel like I could believe two people could have different point of views. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes me and my brothers have different point of views. But guess what? We could still have a discussion. Like, I believe we could still have a discussion before going to fisticuffs. And we could still have a discussion and still have a beer together and all that. You feel me? Like, you know? And see about some hoes. P. for instance says, Anton said, you black, you suck black. Corey had flashbacks. Oh, shit. Oh, Bumba Clyde. You know, he the one who's in Hollywood. Hey, you know they be doing some strange things to do in Hollywood, boy. Strange things.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. Emotional damage. This is a sick Negro.
Listen, dude, I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? See. Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Oh, shit. Because, dude, he kept on talking about it after the fact. And we're going to show that part real bit. This is going to be a 3-hour segment. God damn. Ryan Raw Racing says Mans would let him finish his statement. Then he said he was kissing ass. Mans, annoyed and defending himself, said what he said, which was equally intended not to be literally. But then Mans got in his feelings. This is not how a discussion should go. Hey, for real. Hey, facts. He was literally just filibustering, oh boy, the whole goddamn time, bro. Which is crazy. And look, and then he wouldn't even drop the dick sucking comment. Look.
We got to go out back right now because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like it,
if you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation. But just know, I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro. Here, nigga. I'm not listening to none of that shit. If you want to get back to the conversation,
long as you
we can
know.
get back to the conversation.
Long as you know,
bro, you not,
because that ain't
you not that tough.
What the hell? I don't know. I think he tried to make it seem like something happened. I don't know. What y'all think?
Everything straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. So question, given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or historically?
No, sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive and negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person. And that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
that's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white
teachings
men.
of Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Okay, right,
so
correct.
Look, check this out. This is what I listen.
Keep everything respectful.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state, and I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I apologize. Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically. But I have a switch.
I do too. When I'm a man, just like
I
you.
respect your switch. I respect.
That real shit, yo.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on.
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look.
Nigga.
In a book.
Bumper clot.
You think it's a game?
What switch?
What the boys them say? What?
My nigga. Nigga.
Bumper.
Here we go again.
Set fire to the bumper clot.
Same old shit.
What?
Nigga. My nigga. This is the shit I be talking about. You think it's a game? You think it's a game? What I really want? What I really want? Bad or die? Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Yes. Yes, Ryan. Yes. I'm not going to repeat what you said, but yes. Bruh. Dwayne Rhodes says, I watched 5150 the past few years. Corey being an asshole to man people, accusing them of backdoor. Ooh, yeah, interesting. Let's ask Dr. Umar. What do you think?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I
Yeah,
read
you know
it.
what I'm saying? like,
we need to stay away from these niggas.
Close your eyes and Corey sound like Steve Harvey. Shit, I can keep my eyes open. He sound like Steve Harvey. He definitely sound like Steve Harvey to me. And like here's another too. That's kind of his saving. See, Corey Holcomb's saving grace is his talent. He's funny. Like it's like even when Homeboy said something, I forgot what he said. Something about Anton was like, "Oh shit, we could go outside right now," but he was like, "Oh, we ain't got to go outside because we can go outside. We got to go outside to leave here." But I forgot how he said it, but he said it in kind of a funny way. Pete Francis says maybe Corey mad because Anton knows how to read. Ooh, shit. Damn.
Emotional damage.
Corey fan base versus Anton fan base? Nah, I don't. Hey, I actually just thought Corey Holcomb just kind of does red pill comedy. I didn't know he had a whole. I mean, I kind of knew he kind of had a show, or I kind of figured that he had a show, but nah, I didn't. Man, this is my first time listening to him in such long. Damn, it was 1-0. Damn. Anton was right about his views in religion, right? Anton said that you're not that tough. Right. You're not that tough. Oh, you think you tough? Dwayne Rose says, I watched 5150 the past few years, and Corey has been an asshole to man people, accusing them of backdoor. Wow. And then Pete Francis says, a boom, bye-bye, you know. But yes. I technically can't say that because I think that's in the algorithm as a negative. But yes, y'all. Yes, it is.
This is a sick Negro.
And it is 2 hours and 44 minutes. This is the longest stream I've done in a long time, bruh. Long time. Dwayne Rose says Corey's early termination jokes, though, are effing hilarious. He is talented. Hey, and here's another two. That's not look, and I don't think I'm gonna dislike Corey Holcomb from this. I think I'm gonna accept him for who he is. He's a comedian, he's a comedian. He's funny. I'm gonna look. Whatever you got to say about these hoes, I'm all for it. Whatever you got to say about these hoes, I'm all for it. But he needs to leave. I think I think there's a lesson to be learned by both of them. Anton needs to maybe need to vet who he talks to or vet who he decides to be on a show with. One, and when I say vet, I'm talking about maybe have like a discussion. If you kind of know that you're completely going to disagree, I don't know. I guess it's kind of hard to vet like that over the phone. But yeah, I think Anton is going to have to think a little bit more. He's going to probably have to do a little bit more research and vetting who he goes on the show to meet. One, and then two, Corey Holcomb could maybe learn to just stay in his fucking lane. Corey Holcomb don't need to fucking talk about politics at all. Like Corey Holcomb, he needs to put that shit down. Like Corey Holcomb, essentially, I don't know if y'all watch Boondocks, but essentially, Corey Holcomb was thugnificent when he was talking about Barack Obama and talking about the three branches of government. Clueless. Literally clueless. Jeffrey Blocker 7371 says, question, why does Martin Luther King have a holiday, but Malcolm X doesn't? You for real, right? Well, beat this. If you're a government and you want to keep the people in control, wouldn't you want to teach someone who you because think of it, I don't know if y'all know this, but the US government and people who and influential people are the ones who push Martin Luther King to the front of the civil rights movement. Yo, prior to like 1964 or 1965, Martin Luther King was not the face of the civil rights movement. I don't know if y'all know that. So hey, they're gonna push the person that was the least threat to be, to have a holiday versus someone who wanted you to, fight for who you are. Malcolm X was not a communist by no means or anything like that, but he did believe that. Hey, he believed that just like if a white American could be attacked by another white American, and he should be able to, defend himself. He felt black people had the same right as Americans. Repeat this. Malcolm X was more of a nationalist than people believe. Now, P. Francis says they's got Anton cred. Bet you they going to watch for his. They're gonna watch his what? Ferroted Bumbleclot. They're gonna wait for his Bumbleclot switch. Oh no. Bumbleclot. Because of James Brown. Wayne Rose says Corey had RZA Islam on. He was totally listening to what RZA had to say on something she knew little about. He picks and chooses. Of course. I mean, that's typical. That's typical. Because like I said, you can have a discussion with somebody you completely don't even agree about. But guess what? I don't know about y'all. I know there's times where I've had discussions, like me and my brothers, we'll have a discussion, right? And we will completely disagree with the points. But guess what? After, it still kind of feels refreshing because I got to strengthen my points. They got to strengthen their points. And also, maybe I learned something. And maybe I taught them something. Maybe I opened their eyes. Or maybe they opened my eyes to something. Because guess what? Your boy Cali ain't right for everything. Trust me. Look, sometimes, my philosophy pretty much stays the same. But guess what? Doesn't mean I don't tweak it and change it sometimes. Because sometimes I be learning little new keys of life. And guess what? I kind of realized, okay, maybe what I was thinking wasn't really just as right. Jeffrey Blocker says Charleston White made Anti-Daniels popular. Jeffrey Blocker, I don't know about all that. Did he? I don't know about that because I don't know if you heard me earlier, but Anton Daniels been on CNN, bro. I don't think. Oh, you know what I'm thinking about? Why am I thinking? My bad. Charlie Kirk. Did Charleston? Hey, you know what? Jeffrey Blocker, you're Just spot on. Hey, you dead ass right, bro. Hey, you motherfucking right, bro.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Motherfucking right, bro. For real, bro.
My nigga.
Why did make Anton Daniels famous? Because beat this, Anton Daniels was kind of on the up and up, but when he had Charleston White come on his show and all that shit, oh yeah. Salute, Jeffrey Blocker. Salute, bro. Salute. P. Francis says Reverend Al and James Brown met with Reagan to help push MLK Day. Oh my God. I believe that. Dwayne Rhodes 6423 says can't wait for round 2. I have my popcorn ready. You think it's good? I don't think that there ain't gonna be no round 2. You know what I'm saying? Hey, feed this. This ain't gonna be no round 2. Ain't gonna be no round 2. If it is, definitely ain't gonna be at Corey Holcomb's spot. Hey, wait, we know that's for sure.
He ain't lying.
Now, Jeffrey Blocker says, I don't care about being right. Don't mind being wrong. I only want to be understood. Ooh. Well, that's the thing, brother. If you don't care about being right and don't mind being wrong, you have to also accept being misunderstood. That's the only thing, though. See? Hey, Machiavellian rule. We don't care about being misunderstood. As a matter of fact, being misunderstood could be a weapon. You know what I'm saying? It could be a positive, not a negative. You don't want no one being too sure about you. Hey, being misunderstood, ain't nothing wrong with being misunderstood sometimes, bro.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Support man said even Charleston White said he can't take all the credit for AD's success. AD has put in the work. AD has definitely put into work. Actually, I was even on his one of his shows one time, but not with him per se, but he was doing that thing where, I think they do Room 9 or whatever that is, the thing when they have all the people debate. I think Angerman goes on it. I was on there once. Jeffrey Blocker says the photo of Jesse Jackson and Democrats pointing when MLK was shot was fake. I believe it because like, here's the thing. If you're a true sniper, like for example, if you snipe somebody, you don't snipe with your rifle out the window. You snipe from a room where they can't even see where the shot even came from. So yeah, right? Yeah. So there's no way Jesse Jackson could have seen that. Yeah, I'm not a big Jesse Jackson fan. As a matter of fact, man, we could get on some deep shit, man. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's talk about some. Look, repeat this. As a matter of fact, I don't know if my brother's still on, but he sent me this video, and I don't know if I got it up, but I'm gonna try to ring it up because I think it's so funny, and I think it'll be a good way to maybe end the show because this is on a 3-hour thing, and I gotta be at work tomorrow. I'm not even gonna be able to fucking function tomorrow, but he sent me this clip that I thought it was so funny, and I would love to share it. Where is it at? But it was just so fucking funny, bro. Damn. But it was funny. Because it had to do with conspiracy theories. Oh. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Oh, man. I can't find it. Okay. Jeffrey Barker says, "Who gets popped?" And everybody points in the same direction in sync. And motherfuckers start running when people start popping. Facts. Hey, Grassy Knows, prime example. Prime example. Even Jackie O is seen running in the fucking film, in the picture. Dwayne Rhodes says they smothered him in the hospital. Rest in peace, MLK. Well, that is the be this. Have you heard of the Mandela effect, Dwayne Rhodes? Well, people are claiming that, you know, that didn't really happen. It's just the Mandela effect. But we know that Dr. King was talking some deep shit. He was talking about Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but he was talking about reparations and start talking about some serious ass shit. And, you know, that's the reason why, you know, people try to say that he got his head parted for like bringing black people and white people together. No. He got his head parted because he started asking for some real reform and real change. And was all, look, and I'm not even going to say it was all necessarily all for the good, because I don't know if y'all know this. I know Martin Luther King was a Marxist, right? Marxism is not necessarily a good thing. Now, Dwayne Rhodes says, I have to revisit that. Him and X started building. Man, look, there's other people in it. Like, there's a guy named, I think, Vernon. Have you ever seen that show with Forrest Whitaker? I think it's Godfather of Harlem or something like that. But yo, there's this guy named Vernon, I think Vernon Johnson. But dude, he was the real MLK. But dude, they basically put MLK in the limelight and basically started pushing, you know, putting money to him. And he kind of got overshadowed. And this dude was like a senator / reverend or something like that, bro. Yeah, man, it gets deep, man. It gets deep. But yo, man, it's getting late as hell, and man, your boy is tired. We was riding, talking shit, having a good time, man. All y'all, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to another episode, man. I appreciate y'all, boys. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Peace.